See, Barnabas. And look, Barnabas Collins makes this point. Why pay money to see Gladiator 2 when you can stay at home and play video games and enjoy hours of entertainment? Why would I go to the theaters to watch Gladiator 2? Does anybody have an answer?
Well, I
Man, I
mean,
don't know.
because you could stay at home and watch Gladiator 1, and it's the same goddamn movie, and it's way better.
Right.
But there's that part of it. But yeah, no, for one, you're not paying any more money than you already did for the game you got. So why not spend your time doing that if you're not sure about the movie you're going to go out to? You know, it's like if you're, a movie watcher like a lot of us are or whatever, you go out because you want to experience movies. You still want to have love for the theater. You want to hear it in the best sound system. You want to get blown away by the spectacle of it. Hopefully, that's the idea behind it. You know, so if you like that stuff, of course, you're still going to go out of your way to do that. If you're not super into that stuff, which a lot of the younger generation aren't, they rather just scroll through, doom scrolling or whatever on their phone. Just get 10 seconds of this, 10 seconds of that, and they're just as entertained as watching a 2-hour movie because they don't really give a shit about the plot. They don't put it all together. It's like most of this stuff just goes over their heads. Yep. So yeah, they're just going to play a shoot 'em up or whatever game they're playing at the time. So, of course.
Cool. What happened to Thinking Man's movies? What happened to those? What just happened to a movie to make you say, man, You're not going to get those anymore, man, because they need the people to be stupid, man. They need the people to be dumb. They do not want people to be oh, man, Silo. They're not watching Silo. Silo will blow your mind. You're like, wait a minute. Is that happening to me now? Like, whoo. They don't want that
but to Barnabas, the types of movies, you're right. But to Barnabas's point, these movies hit streaming so fast. They hit VOD so fast. Like we saw that with The Fall Guy. The Fall Guy hit VOD in like 21 days.
Yeah, it was
like
3 weeks.
Lickety split. It was right there. So it's like, okay, if this thing is going to hit VOD in 21 days, why in the world am I going to go to the theaters and drop 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 bucks, whatever it is I got to pay for me by myself or me with a date, along with the gas money that it takes, along with the popcorn and the candy and the drinks and all that? Like, why am I going to the theaters to watch something that's going to be on VOD in 3 weeks? It makes absolutely no sense. On top of the fact that I'm in my house, so now I'm comfortable. I can sit back in my underwear and chill in my sweats and my socks, and I can just chill and watch this movie. I don't have to go to the theaters. I don't have to leave the house. The theater going experience is dead right now. It's not dead. I shouldn't say dead, but it's as dead could be, before we get to actual, like, okay, I want to go to a theater. I want to take a date out. Okay. I want to take my girl out. But remember, we saw this. All right. We saw this mess where, girls, they don't want to go to the movies. All right. That's number 6. So now you got to talk this chick into going to a movie. Like, oh, no, number 6. I don't want to go to dinner. I don't want to go to a movie. I don't want to do none of this stuff. So what is
movies is 6 and movie night is 21. Like they got 2 different things on movies there. I know 21 is supposed to be more Netflix and chill, but I mean that's 2 different versions of, hey, I don't want to go watch a movie on the first date.
Netflix and have you seen X? Have you seen what's going? Have you seen the X?
Yeah, no, of course, but it's right. That's on their list here, not mine, man. I'm just saying that's what's on there.
That's why you ain't got people going to the movies. They're like, "What? I'm making my own movies." Hey, please.
But my point is that just again going back to Barnabas Collins' point, why pay money to see Gladiator 2? Okay, you can stay at home, play video games, enjoy hours of entertainment, and even if you're taking a date, she don't want to go to the movies. So it's like, let's go and see Gladiator. Let's go and see whatever.
How do you expect people to? How do you expect? You're asking a young generation who you locked up, who you took away prom from, who you took a lot, who didn't get to see their friends, and you asking them to give them your money and entertain them, and they say, wait a minute, I lost a lot. I lost friends. I lost family. I lost time. And now you want me to go and watch this movie that's going to be subpar on a subject that I didn't even get to finish with Mrs. Greckenstein, who taught me some, and she's no longer here. Like, they're not into it, man. This is Hollywood's chance. This is where people have been rebelling against them, man, because you know what? You let us down. You let us down in a moment when we were like, hey, man, I'm hinging on your every word, and you didn't do anything with it. All you did is abuse us, and
Yeah.
you abuse kids. You abuse kids. You've been abusing kids, and you expect me to give me your money? Why would this young generation say, you know what, man? Yeah, I'm gonna go in. They're gonna say, you
I
know
mean,
what? Let me
look, I'm
just
not
stick.
arguing with you, T. You know me. I
I'm gonna
don't
stick to
argue with
what's
those
safe. I'm
points.
gonna stick to what's safe. Anime. I'm gonna do what, just like they
You're
tried to
gonna do
play
what
them
you
with that
know.
YA,
Yeah.
huh?
You know, I'm saying you're gonna do what you know. So it's like, again,
Yeah.
going back to the point where I go out to watch Gladiator. It's like, look, you guys have kind of spoiled me into staying at home, shooting everything on streaming. So I don't really have to leave the house. All right. I got all my creature comforts right here at that crib. I got my food. I got my drinks. I don't have to leave the house. I don't have to go and find parking. Look, if even if it is a date, all right. Hopefully you've been dating her for a while and you ain't got to succumb to that list. But if you've been dating this chick for a while, hey, baby, come on over to my crib. We're going to Netflix and chill, or we're going to watch something on TV, or we're going to play some video games, or we're just going to, hang out and do what we do. But you don't have to go to the movies. And the biggest problem that they have right now is that nobody's going to the movies like they used to. Okay. The ticket sales for movies have been falling off the side of a cliff. Let me bring that up real quick. Hold up.
Well, when you're throwing out 2 to 3 hour movies too, how many times are you going to use the bathroom during that if you're grabbing a drink and stuff? If you're at your house, you can just pause the damn movie, and now you're not missing anything, and you can be in your own comfort there too at your own house. A lot of those things make it a lot easier to make that decision. Like, I'll just wait 2 weeks and I can do this comfortably.
So look at this right here. Okay. So this is on thenumbers.com, a great resource for a lot of movie information. I want y'all to look at this. Okay. This is where tickets sold. Now, the box office is the box office. That's how much money it's make. But look at tickets sold. Okay. That's the blue line. Look where the blue line is at right now. All right. So the blue line peaks in 2002. Tickets sold about 1.5 billion tickets sold. Look at it after that. It never gets above 2002 again. All right. It has its little ebbs and flows, but it never gets above 2002. It's down, 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 all the way down. And then here we are right now in 2004. It's it's less than half. It's about less than half of where it was in 2002. So we've gone through about 22 years. Tickets sold, it can't even get back to a billion tickets sold. Nobody's going to the movies. Nobody's going. They have lost half of their audience easily in the last 20 years. And I don't think these people are coming back. And movies don't know how to bring these people back to the theaters. And this is the problem right here, guys. Look, you can hike up the ticket prices and yeah, you might have bigger box office, but you have less people going to the movies. And now, even now, after the pandemic, because this is the pandemic, after the pandemic, it's just down, down, down. We are at the lowest point tickets sold that we've ever been. Okay. It's never been this bad. Even back all the way back to 1995, they were still selling about 1 billion tickets a year. Look at this. After the pandemic, they got everybody, hey, I can stay at home and watch movies. And that's what people are doing. People are staying at home.
Selling 1 billion tickets at $7-8 a piece. Now it's half of that for 20 something a piece. If you're, out here in LA, anyways. That's why for us the AMC pass is great. It's $25. That covers 2 movies. You've already covered your price for that for the month, no problem. And then you get to see a bunch more. So for us, it's definitely worth it. We're going basically every week, 2 to 3 times a week sometimes, depending on the release schedule. But
if I'm
not everyone is doing that.
If I'm looking at this, and if I'm a movie theater owner and I'm looking at this, I'm saying it's time to get out the business. It's time to get out of the movie theaters, bro. I got to find something else to do. It's time to go, man. This shit is dying. This shit is dying fast. I got to get out of here, man. That's how I would look at it.